Good morning, everybody. So we've had a very busy, very interesting last couple of days. And so we're shooting this video actually on July 10th. But we're going to do one for our wine tour day, which
on
was
July 8th.
July 8th. And then we'll do a second video talking about July 9th. And then likely we'll shoot a video at the end of today talking about July 10th. So look forward to seeing these clothes and this room for a while. Anyway, so we'll start off with the wine tour day, July 8th. So basically,
We hopped on a bus at 7:30 in the morning with most of our group actually went. 13 out of the 16 went. And it was supposed to be, it was called a wine tour, but what it really should have been called is a scenic tour with wine tasting.
yeah.
We stopped along the way. There was a bunch of, I'm not sure if it was a mountain range or just like mountains surrounding Salta.
Yeah.
But we went through there, stopping at various locations, take beautiful pictures of the scenery.
Yeah, it was kind of like almost like a red drum heller, like
It's all sandstone.
sandstones and lots of iron, and just like an incredible geology. I mean, this was all kind of as a result of the mountain forming. So not really like a glaciation thing necessarily, but big rifts and a whole lot of really cool stuff. What else did we see? We saw like this natural amphitheater.
Because it was all sandstone, it gets eroded really well through
Yeah.
water and wind. And yeah, there was like an amphitheater. It had been all eroded through like waterfalls, essentially, it looked like. And you could stand in there and there was people singing. I got a little video of it. And it was really well like sound balanced.
Yeah, the acoustics were incredible. Also, kind of wandered around. We did some walking and some kind of mini hiking around there as well. Built a little Inukshuk, so left a little bit of Canada in the middle of nowhere. And then, what else did we do along there? Oh, we saw some llamas and there was like a herd of goats. No one was with them, but there was a dog watching them. And they were being guided apparently to some food, so they were crossing the highway. This dog was making sure the goats got fed. It was kind of interesting. Tried coca leaves for the kind of altitude thing that a lot of people have here. You don't chew them; you just kind of like leave them in your cheek, because if you actually ingest them, they can cause apparently a severe case of diarrhea. So to avoid that, just kind of keep them in your cheek. And they smell awful, but they actually taste okay. You almost kind of don't notice them if you just leave them in your cheek. Also tried mate, which is kind of like
It's their tea down here.
Yeah, it's like it's a very coarse tea. And the sip I had tasted like licking an ashtray. But apparently that's not how it's normally supposed to taste. This one might have been a little strong. So maybe we'll give it another chance, and I'll go lick some more ashtrays. What else happened there?
We took a lot of pictures. There's a lot of cacti. There's this really neat cactus tree. We thought it was a tree, but its bark was green.
Yeah.
So that's how we knew it was a cactus. It looked really cool up against all the red rock.
Yeah, we got some really nice photos. From there, we kind of continued on into the Cafayette region, which is a high altitude wine growing region. It's about between kind of 1,000 and 1,600 meters above sea level. So it's actually some of the highest elevation wineries in the world.
We got to learn how the wine is made up here.
Yeah.
How the different thickness in skins cause like more or less sugar.
Yeah. So
making it a higher alcohol.
Their wine is very high alcohol content. So we went to the oldest winery in the region, and it kind of proved that the oldest winery doesn't necessarily make the best wine. It was very mediocre. It was cool to see the really old winery, but the wine tasting there was kind of meh. Then we went into town,
Had some lunch.
Yeah, I had some lunch. They had do like a 3-course meal thing, which was it was really good. And I had the worst dessert in the world. Oh my god!
Apparently, people love it here.
It's a popular dessert, and it's exactly what it is like described on the menu. I was hoping it would be maybe something more. I should have known better. It's a piece of cheese.
Flat cheese.
Just a flat slice of like.
I don't even know it's sliced. I thought it was squished.
It might have been. Who knows? So it's a piece of cheese covered in like a corn syrup honey, and like when that was first described to me, I was like, oh, okay, cheese and honey. Yeah, that sounds like it could be good. It was not. It was awful. We passed it around to other people so that they could try the awfulness. It was just
terrible.
Bad. So that's probably not very culturally sensitive of us, but that dessert, do not have that dessert. Everything else was really good. Ate goat. Laura ordered a goat stew.
That was really good.
That teaches them for crossing the highway. And then, we went to a second winery, which was much, much better. They're an organic. Yeah. And their process was much more similar to the process that we do at home. So it's like, it was actually really similar.
Yeah,
So it's more, I guess, a more modern process. Let's call it that. And their wine was really good. I very much enjoyed their wine. They do like an ice wine or a late harvest wine as well. And it was excellent. Then we kind of headed back.
Yep. Oh, you tried, when we were in the town, you tried...
oh, yeah! Yeah, it was a Cabernet Sauvignon sorbet, like made with the wine. And, it was good. It was strange. It was interesting. By that point, we were actually out of pesos. And so... I really wanted to try this ice cream because I'd heard good things about it and that it's kind of weird and different. And the guy out there didn't know what the exchange rate was, and I'm trying to give him $2. I'm like, it's a good deal for you.
I promise.
I promise I'm not ripping you off. I just really want to try your ice cream. And so we eventually kind of convinced him, and I got a cone. And so we went and enjoyed that and kind of wandered around this small town for a little bit.
On the way back, we came down the same road. We did a couple more stop-offs, but the light sun had gone down quite a bit, so we got a lot of shadows and stuff, but it was a beautiful day. It was. Beautiful day. It
was a perfect day to go out there and see all that, and it was, absolutely worth what we paid for it. The driver of the bus was just a joker. Just really cool. And we had one of the guys in our group who's an avid photographer, and he kept running off down the road, and we'd have to go pick him up in the bus. It was kind of fun. So then we got back into town at around, it would have been 7:30, 8 o'clock. Yeah. And
long day.
That was already a long day. Then we found out that our bus to go to Chile was going to leave at 4 o'clock the next morning.
So we decided to go out.
We decided we weren't going to sleep.
Yeah.
Which may or may not have been a good decision. We went out to this... Yeah.
A peña. It's like a local cafe bar, and people bring their own instruments and just start playing.
We were there for Independence Day, so...
On the 9th. So at midnight, things really picked up, and everybody's celebrating and singing Argentinian songs, and songs about Salta.
There were little girls dancing, and it's in a bar, but it's a family event. So there's little kids and teenage couples and everybody, and they had a little fire going in the back. This place was huge, and it was packed with people, and everyone's drinking and singing, having a good time, and they made really good sangria.
Yes.
Of which we may have had a couple of, because we'd gotten some new pesos, and we figured, well, we're leaving Argentina the next day, so we may as well get rid of all these pesos.
His idea?
My idea. I didn't want to waste pesos, so I decided I'd waste them on alcohol. So that was that night, and that kind of brings us to about 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So we'll wrap up this video here, and we'll pick up at 4 a.m. on, I guess that would be...
The 9th.
The 9th. Nuevo de Julio. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.